Hello friends, welcome to Education Review. Today's session we will go through important topics of class 7 geography, and this video is also useful for those guys who are preparing for competitive examination like state PCS, SSC, railway, etc. So without wasting our time, let's go through this topic. Inside our earth. What is inside our earth? There are various sources to study inside which all components are inside our earth. Mainly there are two type of sources: direct sources and secondary indirect sources. Direct sources are those sources which directly come out from our earth, like volcanism. When any volcano exploded, lava came out, magma came out in form of lava on the upper surface of the earth, and when we are doing analysis of this lava and our magma, we came to know that the composition of this lava or magma. Okay, indirect sources, we can say that magnetism of the earth or gravitational force which is used to a study of the earth interior. Okay, what is the earth? The earth comprises of three layers: crust, mantle and core. Actually, in our earth there are mainly three layers: crust, mantle and core. It means our earth is made up of three layers. The constant changes take place inside as well as outside the earth. Constant changes inside. The changes which occurred from the inside due to any force is known as endogenic forces. Endogenic. And the forces which is used to modify the earth surface from outside is known as exogenic forces. Exogenic and exogenic or exogenetic forces. Okay, so there are two type of forces which continuously modified the earth. You can see the example of this, of endogenic forces which come inside, which produces inside the earth, originated from inside the earth, like earthquake, mountain building, volcanoes, etc. And the forces of external of the earth, I mean surface of the earth, like erosion and sedimentation of the earth surface. Okay, what is the interior of the earth? The earth is made up of several concrete layers. It is about 35 km on the continental masses and 5 km on the ocean floors. Actually, this is talking about the crust. Crust is about 35 km on continental masses. Continental means Africa, Asia, Europe. These are the continents of the world. And ocean floors. Ocean floors, I mean ocean base. The base of the ocean, where the crust having width only 5 km. Okay, the uppermost layer over the earth's surface is called crust. There are three layers. Crust is uppermost layer, After that, mantle, and final core inside the earth. Core is subsequently divided into two parts, outer core and inner core. The uppermost layer over the earth's surface is called crust. Silica and alumina are the main mineral constituents of continental mass. The continental mass, the continents, which are mainly made up of silica and alumina, also known as SIAL. Okay, and the oceanic crust is made up of silica and magnesium, is also known as SIMA. Okay, friends. Just below the crust is mantle up to extent of 2900 kilometers. First, first layer was crust. After that, mantle. We have seen crust thickness about 35 kilometer at continental mass, and below the ocean, I mean ocean floors, the thickness of the crust is only 5 kilometers. Okay, below crust, mantle up to extent of 2900 kilometer. 0 to 50 kilometer is crust, and 50 to 2900 kilometer is mantle. The innermost layer is core with a radius of 3500 kilometer, as it made of nickel and iron. It is called NIFE. Nickel and iron. Inner core is made up of nickel and iron. The innermost layer is core with radius approx 3500 kilometer. I mean after 2900 again goes up to 3500. The total radius of earth will become approx 6400 kilometer. Approximately radius of the earth is 6400 kilometer. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Here we can understand about interior of the earth with its layer. Okay, look at that, look at this diagram. This portion is crust. Okay, continental crust. We earlier read that the continental crust is up to 50 kilometer. This value is approximate value. Okay, the blue color is showing oceanic crust. The blue color is showing oceanic crust. Here the thickness is up to 5 kilometer. Okay, the after crust, this portion is mantle. Mantle is also divided into two parts, outer mantle and inner mantle, upper mantle and lower mantle. Upper mantle, this portion lower mantle. There is some portion of upper mantle, which is in the form of jelly-like substance. I mean, here the earth is not fully in form of liquid and not also in the form of solid. This portion is in the form of jelly. Okay. Now a question arose that how the asthenosphere is jelly-like structure, because with the increase of depth the pressure also increases, and when pressure increases the temperature will also increase. Here are some radioactive materials is also found. Because of it the temperature of the asthenosphere increases and the substance which found here will converted to the jelly form material. Okay, actually the outcome of volcanism, when the magma came out from the earth's surface, the, the magma actually resides here only in asthenosphere. Okay friends, the lower mantle is in solid form. Lower mantle is in solid form. Okay, the core is also divided into two parts, outer core and inner core. Outer core is in liquid form and inner core is solid form. I know there is a doubt comes in your mind that how the asthenosphere is in jelly-like or viscous in form and lower mantle is in solid form, and again the outer core is in liquid form and inner core is in solid form. Let me clear your doubt regarding the different form of the layers. Let's learn each steps one by one. We will start from crust. As we know, the crust or uppermost layer of the earth is in solid form. Okay, there are two types of crust, or we can say that the crust is divided into two types: continental crust and oceanic crust. The continental crust, why the continental crust is below the is above the crust below ocean? I mean, why the ocean crust is below the continental crust? Because the continental crust is made up of less denser material which is called SIAL, and oceanic crust is made of SIMA, which is more denser than SIAL. That's why the continental crust is less denser than oceanic crust. Hence, in oceanic crust, particles are more denser. That's why the thickness of the oceanic crust is less. Okay, let's go to the next step of asthenosphere, which is in viscous form or jelly-like form. When we go below the earth's surface, the temperature increases due to pressure. Okay, the pressure above the layers will increase the temperature below. Okay, and here in upper mantle there is also found radioactive materials which is used as the temperature increasing substance. Okay, that's why the temperature increases here, but not up to the melting point of the material. Okay, let's go to the lower mantle. While lower mantle is solid. Okay, earlier we just discussed that when we go inside the earth the temperature increases because of the above layers. Okay, as we further go inside the earth, the lower mantle portion will be in solid state. Why? Because as the temperature increases, the melting point of any material will also increase. Okay, that's why when we go further deep inside the earth, the melting point of the mantle portion, the substance which is found in mantle, melting point will increase. Okay, that's why the lower mantle is in solid form. Okay, again we will go further below the earth surface. The third layer is known as core. Core is also divided into two parts, outer core and inner core. Outer core is in liquid form and inner core is in solid form. Actually the core formed by nickel and iron. The iron is heavier than nickel. Okay, and the melting temperature of iron is more than 4000 degrees centigrade. Due to the weight of the iron will further move below the outer core and iron deposits, it will get deposits in inner core. Okay, and here nickel and some portion of iron in liquid state, because after further going inside the earth the temperature will further increase and actually it reaches to the melting point of the nickel. Okay, here we will found molten nickel and some portion of iron also. Again here is the temperature is not above 4000 degrees centigrade, that's why the iron is in solid form. Okay, hope you understand the layers and why the outer core is in liquid state, why inner core is in solid states, why asthenosphere is in jelly like form. Okay, here there, sometimes you will see that crust is written in 0 to 100 kilometers, somewhere you will see the crust, continental crust is written 0 to 50 kilometer, but you can finally decided that you should write your answer in 0 to 100 kilometer. Okay, one another concept of lithosphere, actually crust and uppermost solid mantle. Crust, here is the crust and uppermost, this portion, uppermost solid mantle and crust, both are combined known as lithosphere. The combination of crust and uppermost mantle is known as lithosphere. Hope this video will be useful for you, and if you like this video, please like, and if you have any doubt regarding this topic, let me know in comment box below. Thank you.